welcome aboard, everybody. Can you hear me okay? All right, my name is Fred. I'll be your engineer. Got any questions to get back in, I'll go ahead and answer them for you, but I'm going to talk to you all the way around out here. Now, about halfway around, you guys are probably going to say, don't that guy ever shut up for a while? Not today. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow, so maybe. On the right side, we're going to talk about this big old rock. Originally it was called Sky Mountain, or Promise Mountain by the Indians, but now they call it the Superstitions. This is the western edge of it right here. It's 250 miles all the way around. Almost 1 mile to the top. It's the second most photographed mountain in Arizona. It's 25 to 30 million years old, formed by the volcano Caldera. Now the federal government maintains it. Can't go up there and pan for gold. Can't have electronics or motorized vehicles up on top. But here on the left side as well as the right, you're going to start seeing these big, tall, green cactus. These are called saguaro cactus. Only found here in Sonoran Desert, Southwest. Now they live up to 250 years. They go 20 to 50 feet tall. They have to be at least 75 years old before they start growing arms on them. In the first 10 years of their life, they grow 1 inch. On the left side over here, you see everybody always asks about that car. It's a 1936 Jaguar. We have no idea who dumped it, but it's been out there for a long time. On the front of that, right by the front of that car, you're going to see some cactus that look like paddles or Mickey Mouse ears. And that is the prickly pear. And they make jams, jellies, and soaps, soft drinks. Find them all around the cantina areas up in there and all around town. These taller ones right here are close to the engine. These are called cholla cactus. Nicknames, jumping cactus, flying cactus. You're close to them, you'll find out why they call it right now. You see little birds hop in and out. They're called cactus red, and they make their home right back here. Arizona's official birds. Now, 3 of us only work on these tracks out here, and you're going to see these pipes around there. So we put our heads together and try to figure out what we're going to do next. So what we did is we built a pyramid up on top of there. It's a big parking lot. We had to use these cement Legos, they call them. They're 1,200 pounds a piece, so we used a crane to do it. But at the same time, we had to build from a rock from the bottom up here, okay? Well, what happened was actually, we started had to make it a treasure room. All pyramids have a treasure room. So we started digging these things out. Ended up with too much dirt. Now we can't figure out how to get rid of that dirt because we had to haul it a long way to get rid of it. So we figured, okay, we're going to make that wall right there. And we took the rock and start from the bottom, worked your way to the top. But then we realized that we didn't have enough rock. So we had to make a tunnel. So we got enough rock. So we've been working on this thing for 6 months. Now they want to make it bigger. So, go figure. On the right side over here, it's called a steel head frame built in the early 1900s. Everything out here was coal and steam out here. Miners will take that barrel, drop it below, miners will lower it through it. Bring it back up, dump it, sort it, hope they found lots of gold. On your right side, that green tree is called a Palo Verde tree. It's Arizona's official tree. It's green all year round. Now the leaves out of it are so small, all the water runs to the root section on there, keeps it green. On the right side, this tree right here is called a mesquite tree. Now, it produces little bean pods. You gather up the bean pods, pound them down, make flour out of it, cut the tree down for firewood. On your left side, I hate to keep making you wrong, but you'll see the pyramid right there, left side there. Kind of proud of it, so But we're back on the right side again. Now this right back in through here, this is called the first mine. It's called the Wasp Mine back in through here. It's about 3.5 acres all the way around. Right by the telephone pole is the edge of that mine. It's hard to see over the edge, but our family bought this in 1983 and they pulled out well over 3,000 ounces of gold. Today's money, $3 million came out of the hole since 1983. But now, got about 60 foot of water in it. Somebody dumped a bunch of goldfish in there. So the only gold coming out of there is going to be that fish in 3 to 6 months. But you wouldn't be allowed to go fishing or swimming in it. It's called the Wasp Mine, like bees and wasps. Now on the left side over here, these are these old rusty old, those are locomotives that they built in the 1900s. And they run on the same kind of tractor and it goes into the mine and comes back out. But they're all electric. So we went from steam to electric, back to steam, back to electric. And now I think they're going to go to nuclear or something, but I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Now somebody always asks, where did the coal come from? Well, it come out of Denver, Colorado by train. 20 miles from here, East Mesa, or Mesa City they call it. We had to take our gold on horse and buggy, drive it out there, 20 miles, drop off the gold, pick up the black gold, bring it back out here to run all this equipment. On the right side now, down the slope of that hill, you're going to see 2 smokestacks. That is a coal-fired steam furnaces. These are the last 2 in existence from the 1890s, but it powered all the equipment that we had out here at the time, the last existing one. Coming up here on the right side, you're going to see a steel cage. This is what they used for jail cells out here in the 1890s in the mining districts. So you can imagine, 110, 115 degrees, you have to sit there for about a week or 2. Now everybody knows in Arizona, anything over 90 degrees, you don't dare touch metal with your bare hands. So you just imagine. This shack right here is called a cowboy shack. They only come in November through April, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. With all the outfits they wear and everything else, they got to stand outside for 10 hours at a time, and then they get overhand. Now, everything I'm going to talk to you guys about from here on out happened in 5 years in the 1890s. As we come out on your right side now, you're going to see an opening to a mine with the ore car in front of it. That is the Mammoth Mine right there, and it's 1,058 feet deep right there. It's the richest of all the mines that we had out here. But way past that great building with the red roof out there, 1 mile. That's where the Black Queen Mine sits out there. I'm going to see up into the mine a little bit when we get past this Palo Verde, the green tree right there. Look to your right, you'll be able to see up in there a little bit. Now for reference, these mountains through here, these are called Goldfield Mountains, Goldfield Hills. This is Goldfield Mining District, where we found all of our gold out here. But way to your right up there, that big mountain, that's 4 peaks up there. Up in front of the locomotive here to your right side, you can see a rock formation up there. That is the Bulldog Mine number 4. Now originally it had a face of a bulldog on it, but miners kind of went up there and blew that face right off. But it still has ears that flop over. It's got 1 eye that's going to watch us all the way around. We'll talk about him a little further down the line. Now 4 gentlemen out of Denver, Colorado heard about us. All mining engineers. They came out, started scratching around out here, found some gold. They found a lot of gold. They liked it so well they bought all 4 of these mines here for $20,000. Today's money would be $681,000. Now, being that they're all mining engineers, they know that most of your gold is always going to be found underground. So they put all the mines back underground. But all the miners who lived all through the hills out here back to work. Now the miners who lived out here, they were living in what they call a half log cabin and half canvas. During the day they roll up that canvas, at night they roll it back down to stay warm. Only 10 people lived up in town. Now here's the deal on the mines up here, guys. Now we only had 4 major mines and a couple little ones. But most of what we had else was surface mines. Now, surface mine is where we would go out. We stop the train, grab some shovels, go out, dig a hole next to it, 10, 20, 30, 40 feet, can't find no gold, we move over and dig another hole. They're all over out here, there's well over 200 of them. So if you get out here and everything else into the brush, just kind of be careful because you never know what you're going to run into. At the same time, it's still hot out here, so they got them little wigglers with the rattles on the end of them. So if you come around them, just got to be careful. We haven't seen any out here in like a month and a half. It's kind of strange. But they're always out in the sun. So they're cold-blooded, so they can't, they got to be, the sun's got to warm them. So if you're walking down a path, always walk on the shade side. Come back the other way, walk on the other side of the shade. They're always out in the sun. Now, get your cameras out. On the left side over here, you're going to see the back side of Goldfield with the superstitions in the background like you've never seen them before. I'll tell you what's up in there. Now, that mountain up in there, just in this big part right here, if you look up into the shadows, it changes colors every 20 minutes or so. So if you look up in the shadows and you see something up in there, that might be a bird or a plane or whatever, or a bicycle, whatever you find up in there. Look again in that same spot in about 20, 25 minutes. You're going to see 5 or 6 of whatever you've seen up in there. Right now I see a bunch of, it looks like guards at the gate. There's a cathedral up there, right past that church up in there. But I live out here. I've been out here for 8 years. And I've been going around in circles for 3 years. So I see that different stuff out here. Now the federal government heard about us out here, sent a representative out, come check us out. Comes out, looks around, comes back over and says, hey, you know, got a lot of people coming and going out of Goldfield. A lot of freight for the mines. A lot of mail. They decided they're going to open up a post office here in 1893. Now, when they did that, Goldfield became a certified town. And the 4 towns out here now, Goldfield was the richest. And the biggest population. Now, if you guys don't mind, don't tell nobody I did this and everything else. I'm going to stop this train here and I'm going to tell you about that mountain real fast. It's called the Sleep. Indian up there. Look from the left side to the right. I'm just.
Yeah. Let's do the whole thing, the combo.
Okay. Okay, let's finish this. Hey there. Got 2 seniors and 1 child. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a combo.
All right, so 2 seniors and a child.
Jeff is at 210 behind.
Okay. Hey, pick that up for me. Thank you. You're not on the 4.
I know.
You're on the 4 foot tall.
Not exactly. I'm like 4'3". Oh, what is that?
Hey, I got to video you again. I was on the wrong mode. Go right around a couple circles for me. Let's check it out.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I need to see this more.
That's your brake on the back wheel too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to step on that little clip. Good job, Sawyer. Good job.